where did I touch my phone? Hello. Happy Wednesday. We are back again. Trying to, get us to go. We're not ready on Instagram yet. Here we go. It's almost there. And we should be going live. Hi, everybody. Welcome. If you're joining us on Facebook, on YouTube, or in just a minute over here on Instagram, hopefully it's going live. I'm still waiting for my thing to say, but it looks like people are joining. So hold on. Let me jump into my Instagram. Maybe I don't have oops, turn down the volume. Maybe I don't have notifications turned on or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. Let me get my phone here out of the way. Okay. We're good. We're good now. It always takes just a second, but we all make it work. So hi, I almost did that again. Halil. Hello, Elise, over here on Instagram, and Alzia Crochet. Again, it's always hard on Instagram. The names don't quite match up with the names, but hello, thank you for joining us. Hi, Julia. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Mom. Hi, Sandra. It is great to have you guys all here today watching live. Be sure to say hello as you come in. I know there's a bunch of other people watching. If you don't want to say hello, that's okay too. If you are watching the replay, we're so happy to have you as well. I'm excited because we tried something new today and it worked. We were testing this out beforehand. So we're going to fingers crossed that it works now that we're live and broadcasting. So please bear with us. Hi, Barbara from Belgium. It is amazing to have you here. Okay, I'm going to put this in. So I made a PowerPoint presentation for today to help us with seeing all the cool stuff, and we figured out how to add it, and I'm just so excited. So hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully this is going to be something that you enjoy. Please let me know if you like seeing it when we talk about collections in this format, and we can kind of keep playing with it and working on things. So before we bring in our guest, I wanted to tell you about these 3 amazing deals that are going on right now, or sales that we have, to make sure that you know about them. The one over on, well, at least it's the right of my screen. Hopefully it's the right of your screen as well. Talks about Comfy Bulky. If you don't know, Comfy is an amazing yarn line that we have. It comes in fingering, it comes in sport, it comes in worsted, and now it comes in bulky. It just launched this week, and you can get it for 20% off through the end of the month with our bulky yarn sale for the month. Yes, the colors are so amazing. We love them. So it's not all of the colors of the bulky line. We started with this selection that you can see on the screen. And as long as you guys all love it in the bulky, we'll keep bringing in more colors to match the other lines as well. You're also going to see on the screen there a buy 2 curio, get 1 free. There's a code there. And what we're going to do is Janice is going to keep bringing up that code. We're going to switch through codes that you might need across the bottom of the screen, just so you can grab them and make sure you can see them in a nice size. But you can get curio deal. You'll buy 2, get 1 free. It is perfect for summer garments and things like that. Especially Janice, here comes a link. The solstice collection that we did about 2 years ago. Forgot to bring that one up. But it's a great collection to go ahead and use curio. And last, but certainly not least, we have our Memorial Day stacked promo, where you'll get 10% off a $45 order or more, 15% off of a $75 order or more, or 20% off if you spend $100 or more. So just a really great way to celebrate this weekend that we have here in the United States. Get a little bit of a deal. Don't forget, your favorite designers and makers that we work with all the time are going to have their affiliate links out there, whether it's in their emails, on their social, or whatever else. So please feel free to use those affiliate links to give them a little bit of credit. Tell us that that's where you're following people from. It's just a really great way to say thank you to our wonderful designers. Speaking of wonderful designers, let me bring our guest in. Today we have Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. So if you don't know, Michelle is the wonderful designer behind Two Brothers Blankets. She does amazing designs, a lot of garments. She started with blankets. That's kind of how we got there. But she has really, really great designs. And before we jump into what we're talking about today, I wanted to share, this was her latest thing, I guess last year, right? Was that last year?
It's already been a year.
Oh my, I can't believe it. I was a little bit nervous that I was wrong and it was like 2 years and I was like, where did the
No.
time go? Uh, this is Crochet Makes for Men, and it's all different garment patterns for men and boys. There's all different sizes in here. We just put a link in if you're watching on Facebook. That's going to take you to it's going to take you to Michelle's website, and then you'll be able to find different places that you can go ahead and purchase this from. But it's really an amazing book. Michelle self-published this one. We were so happy to be able to work with her for some of the yarn that's in this book. And the garments are so, so great. You're going to love them. Here's just 3 of them on the back of the book. There's 12 different patterns in here, and they're just amazing. You have to go check them out. But that's not why we're here today. We're here to talk about a whole nother collection. But maybe before we jump in, I'm sure there might be a few people here that don't know who you are. We're going to say that go ahead, check out Michelle's website where you'll be able to find her Instagram, her Facebook, all of the places that you can follow her and find out more. Oh, and thanks, Janice. Janice also put in the link here for all of Michelle's patterns that we have on our website that you can check out. But again, they're available in multiple places. So if you're shopping somewhere else too, you're going to be able to find them. Okay. All that rambling. Let's talk about you, Michelle. Can you give us a little bit of history about your business, just in case people don't know who you are, how you got started, and kind of what your favorite thing is to design lately?
Okay. I'm Michelle. I'm the designer behind Two Brothers Blankets. Two Brothers Blankets started in 2013 when I had a toddler and a baby, both boys, and wanted to learn how to crochet. That was in 2011 to make them stuff. And then that progressed into making things and selling things, and then eventually designing. And from there, it just became an obsession. And now, instead of blankets and little baby things, I design crochet garments for everyone in the family: men, women, kids, everybody.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I found Michelle, gosh, 10 years ago, 9 years ago-ish. I also have 2 boys. And so I was looking for things that I could make for them, because who doesn't want to make for their kids or kids that they know? They're just fun things to make. And so I had found you and I started making your patterns for my boys. And they've loved all the different things that we've made. And it's been so much fun all these years.
Yay.
Yeah. And so I know you've got a lot of stuff that's been coming out, that is coming out. So the best way to know what Michelle is working on is to go ahead and follow her on social media. You can find all those links again on her website. And for those on Instagram, it's Two Brothers Blankets. So you can go ahead and follow her on Instagram too. Sign up for her email newsletter, and that's where you're going to be finding all of the great stuff that she has, new pattern releases, and everything else. So today, though, we're here to talk about a brand new collection that you partnered with us on that we are so excited to announce. It launched about a week or so ago, and we're so excited. So I'm going to bring up the PowerPoint again so we can take a look at what these patterns are. The collection is called Long Weekend. It is available as an ebook over on our website, so on crochet.com. We'll throw a link in here for Facebook and YouTube watchers that you can get it now live or in the replay, whichever you want to do. But these are the 5 fabulous garments that Michelle put together for us in this collection. We wanted something light, something beautiful. I mean, look at those colors. They're perfect for spring. Not that you have to go with those colors, because that tank top that you see there kind of in the middle, Michelle is wearing that tank top right now, but she did a nice like dark forest green, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm all about green lately. So I was like, yes, my favorite.
Love it. Love it. So we're going to take a walk through each of the patterns. We're going to have Michelle tell us a little bit about it. Maybe if there's something special that we need to know, we can talk about the yarn. If you have any questions about any of the patterns, please let us know. On the slides, you're also going to see the finished bust measurements, so you can get an idea of where you're going to fall. Now, the bust measurements does not give you the information that the pattern will. where it'll say like the ease is X number of inches, but we're just saying these are the finished measurements. And again, you can kind of play around with it as you get the collection. The collection is available as an ebook, which we threw in there. And when you go to that ebook link, you can also find individual patterns if you only wanted to maybe get one or two from this, but then also shop some of Michelle's other patterns. So, okay, let's get started. So the first one I have in here is the Apricity Henley, and this is amazing. This one is done in twill fingering in our Rosewater Heather, which the color is absolutely amazing. And you can see here, like it's got a nice little split hem. It's got like that waffle texture to it. What was inspiring you when you kind of came up with this one?
I love the waffle knit looking shirts. Like I was like, I want to be able to do that in crochet. And I love the waffle stitch. I used the waffle stitch for a pattern last year. And I was like, ooh, I think this would be really like, I could do this. I could replicate it. So I did the waffle stitch in the twill, which is a fingering. So it's nice and lightweight. And it just, I don't know, it just came together. This was the first time I ever crocheted something complete, like a garment completely flat. So it's constructed completely flat from front to back. And I just love it. And now I want to do all the things flat.
Yeah, it makes such a difference when you're making it flat. I mean, I know you're not getting maybe as much,
Right.
how do I want to say, not as much customization and
Yeah.
shaping in it, but it is an amazing way to make a garment. It's an amazing way for like your first garment, because
Mhm.
really you're making a bunch of rectangles that are all connected, and then
Yeah.
you're just seaming it like kind of down your arm and then down the side. It is an amazing way to get started on a first garment.
And it's a
And
great way to, oh, sorry.
go ahead.
No, it's a great way to try, if you are a beginner, try the different aspects of crocheting a garment, like seaming and like
Yes.
working in rows and, like different things of that. So yeah,
Right.
great,
Yeah,
great way
and
to
I
start.
yeah, it's really great, and then you have to turn, like, it's not a lot of
Mhm.
confusion. It's
Mhm.
kinda just like making a super big blanket and adding some stitches or not
Yep.
working some stitches, so it's really a great way to start.
Yep.
I did just have up on the screen that Mel is saying, "As a waffle stitch lover and a Henley lover, this makes my heart so happy."
Me too. I loved it. I was so excited when it was finished, and I was like, it worked.
Worked out. It is beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
you can see there on the sleeve and there where the hem is, you can really get an idea of that texture. Again, you can see all of these images if you head over to the website. You'll get to see them a little bit larger and everything else that you can go ahead and check out. But this is using our twill fingering. Fingering is a great weight for waffle stitch because it does make a thicker fabric, a heavier fabric. And so you're going to get that really great texture while it's still a really comfortable garment by
Mhm.
using a fingering weight yarn. So please don't shy away from it. It is beautiful. It will work up quickly still because of the stitch pattern. It's going to be great. Margaret also says, I'm going to make this one so pretty. We love it.
Yay.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next one. And the next one in the collection. Okay, so these are not really in any order. So they're in the collection, but I'm not really sure. It's just the order that I kind of pulled them up. So we're just going to run with it. But this one is called the First Cuppa Vest. And so I really like this one. Now, in the photos, though, I will say it's not quite a vest because it is open. So it's more of like a cardigan-y type thing. But
Mhm.
really, you could seam it up the front in the middle to make it a true vest if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So we love this one too. It's done in our Shine Sport, which is a beautiful summer yarn to be using. And I love the stitch pattern that you did for this one. Can you tell us a little bit about the construction of this one? Is this also a flat made piece, or where are we seaming this to kind of make it into a full garment?
So this one is super simple to make, great for beginners because it's two long panels, like just two long rectangle panels that you're going to fold in half, seam up the sides, and that's it. You're done. And seam in the back, and then you're in the sides, so you have a closed like sleeve. But super simple. You can make it. You can customize it to be wider, like if you want it to come down to your elbows. it's one of those really easy stitch. Yeah, just super easy.
Yeah, and I love too, like how you're saying, depending on how like far down you want it to go, you could oversize this
Mm-hmm.
and you could make it like a really flowy kind of cardigan-y top, or you could make it true to size and kind of have like a little bit of a nice fitted piece. I have to say, I love this. I know I made one of yours that was same kind of construction. Don't ask me the name. It's been a long time. But I just love it because they're so nice and like lightweight. You can just throw it over like a little dress or a tank top if you're walking into a store, or as the evenings get colder or things like that. It's a really great layering piece for all year round. I mean, you'll see it styled here in the photos where she's wearing a long sleeve shirt and putting it over top, but it's also a really great option for tank tops, t-shirts, dresses, anything like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So we love this one. It's so beautiful. I love
know.
it.
I really like it. When I finished mine, I put it on and I was like, okay, yes. Like, I can't wait to wear it. Church over dresses. It's going to be great.
Yeah. What color did you make yours in?
Mine's in like a light purple.
Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
Can you show us the color?
Yes. I don't know the name of the color.
That's okay.
It's the light. It almost looks silvery purple, but it's a very light purple.
Is it the Lilac Mist or is it lighter than this one?
Is that the same as the Shine or the color name?
Oh, no, sorry, Shine.
Yeah, this is Shine.
Sorry, no, I don't have Shine here. I don't know the color, but it's the light purple one.
Yeah, light purple. And it just lays perfect. And you can customize how long, like how big of an armhole you want. I don't know. I like it. I'm excited to wear it to church over a dress or like with a tank top. I really love how it's styled with the long sleeves too. So
yeah, so many different options. And again, it's such a great beginner project because it is 2 rectangles. Like you're working the long way and you're making basically 2 scarves and then seaming them together and you're getting a beautiful garment. So we love it.
Super beginner friendly.
Yes. Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. This, I have to say, is probably my favorite of the collection, which it's really hard to pick a favorite. But this one is called the Serenity Sweater. This one is back to our comfy sport. This one is done in our seafoam. It's a 3/4 length sleeve. It's got this nice, like, open work to it. I love this. This just, to me, screams spring and summer. And I love how it was styled with, like, the white pants. Like, it looks like I'm just ready to go to the beach, go out for dinner.
Yeah.
I love it. So tell us again about this one. What was kind of the construction, maybe some inspiration that you had for this particular pattern? Yeah, what can you tell us?
Okay, so first, comfy sport, all-time favorite. All-time favorite. So get it while it's on sale because it's on sale this month for a little bit longer. And for real, it's the best. After I think I did the waffle stitch one first, and I said, I loved the construction. So I took this, and it is made in panels, but I worked from the bottom and then the sleeves all in one panel. So you've got your top panel and your bottom panel. So you do your top, you sew your top, your bottom, and down your sides. Like they just lay right on top of each other. And then this, so that way there was just no, decreasing, increasing. Like I could do the cool stitch pattern, and it just, the way it lays and sits was just really nice. And then it's got a trim on the edges that is just really cute, really simple to do. And yeah, I love how it turned out as well.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And just to kind of give you guys another way of thinking about it, it's basically like making a T.
Yeah.
And so the top of the T here is going to be your sleeves and where your neck is going to go. And the bottom of the T is the width of your body. So you're making like 2 T's, laying them on top, and then just seaming at certain points.
Yep.
So still very flat construction-ish, but a little bit more seaming to this one than the other 2, where you're just making one really big piece, folding it, and you don't have the shoulder seams.
Yeah.
That's a preference. Some people will say, I'm never doing anything with shoulder seams. Some will say, I'm never doing anything without shoulder seams. Both of these, all 3 of these are such easy beginner-friendly constructions that you can really focus your time then on the stitch pattern that's included, whether it's that waffle texture, whether it's this lacy piece. You can really focus on that and kind of memorizing that stitch pattern as opposed to trying to remember, oh, when am I decreasing? How much am I decreasing? All those types of things, which I absolutely love in garments, because it just makes it go even faster when you can just kind of keep working your stitches.
Yep.
Yeah. And we all agree here, comfy in general is amazing.
Yeah.
I have to get Michelle in stock here because comfy, we love it.
Yep, my favorite.
Okay, so the next one in the collection is called the Quiet Morning Pullover. This one is done in our gloss DK, and it's using the color Lilac Mist, or that's the color that you're seeing here in front of you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this one and the construction that we've got going on here?
Okay, so this one is top down in a circular yoke. So you're just going to be doing a big circle, and then you're going to basically fold it in half. You're going to skip a bunch of stitches, and it'll fold in half, and that creates your armholes, and then you work the body in the round for the rest of the way, and then you add your sleeves. So really simple one stitch pattern. I just love these. They're just great for practice, but also just, if you don't want the frills or you don't want to try anything, seaming or whatnot, they're just really simple. They're easy to check your fit because you just throw it over your head, stuff like that. So I wanted something for everyone and for every season. And so this is just one of those classic 3/4 sleeves sweaters that I love personally.
Yeah, I love it too. And I think it would look really great with stripes as well instead of a solid color. That would be a really great thing to do, especially if you've got like leftovers of the gloss DK from something else. Start combining them, mixing and matching to make this a really great piece. I do also want to say that when we were putting this kind of collection idea together, the thought really was, and kind of the reasoning behind the name of it, is to try to make these garments in a long weekend. Maybe it'll take you one long weekend, maybe it'll take you a month of weekends type of thing, but they're all meant to be great beginner projects that shouldn't be taking you months and months and months and months to finish, because of the way that they're constructed, because of the stitches that are included in here. It's just a really great way to get into garment making and get into it fairly quickly, because we know too, that can be a hurdle if, we're taking tons and tons of time to go ahead and make stuff. So yeah, we love it. Oh, hi, Sarah. It's great to have you here. Yeah, the collection is gorgeous. We love, love, love them. All right, so I'm going to move on. I think this is our last one here. And this is what Michelle is wearing. This is called the Radiance tank top. And this is in our woolen cotton yarn. So woolen cotton is a newer yarn to us. It only came out in like the past year. So it is a really great way to go ahead and try a new base that we have. This one is shown in Bear, which I did look this morning, and we are out of stock on Bear for a little bit. But as you can see, the one Michelle is wearing, like, the colors are still amazing and stunning and really worth go ahead and grabbing. And you can see too from what Michelle is wearing. Let me actually bring her up large quick here. So you can see the difference in how that kind of looks. Like with the Bear, you could put something on underneath it and you can see like those holes a lot more. In the darker color, they hide a little bit more. You can still see them, but it's just a little different.
Yeah, I have a little Razorback tank top on and a Razorback bra on. Oh, sorry. And you can't see it. Like, you can see a little here, and I'm a little crooked too, but I'm like, do I have this? But no, it's really nice. I wore it. You can wear it. I mean, you could even wear it as like a swimsuit cover or over a dress or a skirt, but it works with the Razorback tanks and bras and stuff like that. So
that's awesome to know, because I know that becomes a question when we start talking about tank tops and crochet is, Are my bra straps going to show? What can I wear with it? And everything else. So that's really great. It does work with like the racer back type of thing. And I think this one is just gorgeous. It's so like flowy, and it's just a really great tank top to be throwing over something else. Now, Michelle and I would both probably suggest wearing something underneath of it, like a camisole or a tank top or something. But like she said, it would still also be really great if you've got a swimsuit on underneath and you're throwing it on with something else. It's going to be really great, and it's going to keep you nice and cool because of the woolen cotton, and also because of that stitch pattern on there. It's not real tight and not real dense, that it's perfect for the spring and summertime.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
This one was another like experiment as far as construction. You start with the neckline all on its own, and then you make the panels, the front and back panels for your bust. And then they're going to join underneath at your underarm, and then you work in the round the rest of the way. So
very
no
interesting.
sewing, no seaming. You're just joining a few times, but once you get I can't remember if it's the front or back panel first. From then you make your back panel, you join there, and then you join them together and work in the round. So yeah,
I love that. It makes it so much. Again, simple constructions, but beautiful pieces, beautiful garments in the end. Because I mean, that does make it a little bit harder too with a tank top, because you don't really have your shoulders to always be seaming and things like that. So I love that idea that you started up with that like collar, if you want to call it that, or ribbing, or
you're right. It's
neckband, however we want to call it, and then kind of working your way down, which again is another great way to try on as you go.
Yeah.
Because let me be the cautionary tale. Probably, it might even be almost 2 summers ago, I started a tank top, and it was worked bottom up, and I just kept going and going and going, and I was finally to the part where you have to like split from the underarms to make like your front panel and your back. And I was like, holy smokes, this is ginormous. This is like, this is in timeout.
Try on as you go. Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's so hard to try on those sometimes when you're working bottom up.
When you get in the groove,
Right. And it's so much easier like when you start top down, because you can start trying here and you can try at your bust, and then you know a lot quicker how things are kind of shaping up.
Right.
And going. So, but yeah, it's great when they're top down. Try them on as you go. Make sure you're checking your gauge, all of those things to make it
periodically throughout the project.
Yes. I mean, that's one thing that I don't think people always talk about too, is like, yes, we do the gauge at the beginning to make sure you're matching up with the designer, to making sure you're going to get the exact size at the end that you're looking for. Gauge changes. So even if you're not doing multiple swatches, stop and measure along the way to make sure the bottom section is the same as the top, because sometimes when you put a project down, or it's a different day, or maybe you're doing it on the treadmill one day, maybe you're sitting and watching a TV, maybe you're at a baseball game and it's like really stressful and whatever else, like your gauge is going to change. So just keep an eye on it, especially with garments. Your life will be so much better.
Yep. I actually am. That's funny that you talk about it, because I've got a video coming out this Friday, and I'm working on a whole series on gauge. So,
awesome.
YouTube, Two Brothers Blankets. Check me out.
There you go. Make sure you subscribe.
Diving into gauge. Yep.
Yeah. And then you'll have all that wonderful information. Margaret is also saying that she needs that tank top in her life. She's loving it. Margaret, what color are you going to make? We need to know.
It's so quick. I feel like I'm going to make it in more colors too.
Yeah, you really could. It looks so different in every color you do, which is really great. I like Julia just chimed in as we're talking about gauge and changing based off of things you're doing. She says, or maybe your kids ask a million questions as you're crocheting.
Oh yeah. And you add stitches. And you're like, wait.
Or you lose some stitches, or you skip something in the pattern. And I mean, sometimes you can like just let it blend in or whatever. But sometimes it's really noticeable.
Oh yeah. For me, it's if I try to crochet past like 8 p.m.
Yes. And then you're like falling asleep. And you're like,
Yeah, I wake up and I'm like, what did I do? So that's my issue. Yep.
Totally. There is a question here about how much the patterns are. So we put a link in on Facebook and YouTube, but if you're watching on Instagram, you're going to want to go to crochet.com and you're going to search for long weekend and it will pop up for you. Now I'm drawing a blank on how much. Hold on.
I think
the ebook is $12.99. Yes, the ebook is $12.99. And then if you want to get the individual patterns, they are $4.99 a piece. So you can kind of do it however you want. If you want the whole ebook with the full collection all bundled together, or get them individually. It's up to you on how you would like to do it. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today and talking through all of these wonderful garments. I can't wait to start seeing people making them. Make sure you're tagging WeCrochet. Make sure you're tagging Two Brothers Blankets as you post on social medias about this, because I know we both want to see what you're working on, the colors, how it's going. Michelle also has a Facebook group that you can go over. There's wonderful people in there who help with questions. Michelle chats in there too. So that's also a really great place for resources if you're working on different patterns with Michelle. So
yeah. Thanks so much for having me. This is fun.
Yeah, we always love having you here and chatting about new stuff. So don't forget to like and subscribe here on our channel, or Facebook page or over on Instagram. And don't forget to go follow Michelle so that you know everything that is coming up. You'll know when that new gauge video is ready to go, and you can go ahead and watch that too. So have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. Happy stitching. We'll see you next week, and we'll see you around social media. Thanks, Michelle.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.